She invited me to her company's rooftop party, then stood silent while another man mocked me in front of everyone. Liam Reynolds was never the kind of man who fit under chandeliers or skyline views. His life was built with oil-stained hands and straight honesty, running a respected garage on Chicago's South Side. Cocktail parties were in his world, but that night he showed up for Vanessa. She had spent weeks preparing. Dresses, shoes, hair, the kind of fuss she hadn't made in years. Liam noticed, but he didn't realize what it meant. The rooftop glitter with string lights stretched across the night sky. Waiters threaded through clusters of suits and stilettos, trays heavy with champagne and appetizers. Liam lingered at the edge, a quiet observer with a full glass he never touched. Vanessa, meanwhile, moved effortlessly through the crowd, laughing, smiling, magnetic. She hardly acknowledged him. He tried to brush off the unease. Maybe she just wanted to impress her peers. Maybe that's all it was. But the stars, the whispers, the smug half-smiles, they hinted at something else. Then she approached another man at her side. He was taller, polished, arrogant. "Austin," she introduced lightly. Liam noticed how close the man stood, like her space already belonged to him. "So you're the husband?" Austin smirked. "Heard plenty about you." Before Liam could answer, Austin added, "I'll be taking her for a dance. No question, just entitlement." Vanessa touched Austin's arm, smiling. "You don't need his permission," she whispered. Then she let him lead her away. That wasn't flirtation. It was a blade. Liam's chest burned as he watched him disappear into the crowd. Her body pressed against Austin's as if they'd done it countless times. His hands gripped her waist like it was his right. She didn't resist. She leaned closer. The room slowed. Conversations died. Phones lifted. Then Austin turned, locking eyes with Liam, and slid his hand beneath her blouse. Slow, deliberate taunting. The glass slipped from Liam's grip and shattered against the floor. He stepped forward. His voice steady fire surge inside him. "Get your hands off my wife." The music stopped. Heads turned. Austin didn't back down. "What are you going to do, tough guy?" "She's not your property." Liam said nothing. Instead, he pulled his jack aside just enough to show the holster on his hip. Not a threat, just a message. "I'm not defenseless." "Step away," he said calmly. Vanessa froze, her mouth twitching, guilt flickering for the briefest second. But Austin couldn't help himself. Maybe she just prefers a real man over some washed-up grease monkey. Something inside, Liam snapped. One stepped forward, and his fist connected. Austin dropped, crashed into a table's glass, shattered, and guests gasped. Some even cheered. Security rushed in. Austin stayed down, clutching his bleeding face. Then Vanessa spun on Liam, her voice sharp with fury. "What is wrong with you? You embarrass me." Liam blinked. "He touched you," he said, stunned. "And you're mad at me she didn't stop?" Anger poured from her, blaming him for humiliation, for the ruined night, for the fallout. But the truth had already landed. Their marriage hadn't cracked that evening. It had collapsed. Days later, it all spilled out. Vanessa and Austin had been having an affair for nearly a year. That rooftop wasn't just a party. It was their stage, their twisted reveal. Most of her colleagues already knew. Some had even encouraged it. Liam had been the last to see it. The videos spread quickly. Austin was fired almost immediately. His behavior, too public, too reckless. Vanessa's career followed. Clients left. Her office distanced itself. Her glow vanished overnight. Liam never yelled, never begged, never sought revenge. He filed for divorce that same week. The video evidence undeniable. The court sided with him. Public opinion did too. What Vanessa had meant as a performance ended in her own downfall. Months later, Liam doesn't look back with anger. He thinks of that night not with rage, but with clarity. It was never only about betrayal. It was about how icily she erased him, how little it took for her to treat him like a stranger. He understands now. Love without respect is only control in disguise. Anyone who humiliates you in public never valued you in private. That night, Liam says, wasn't the end. It was the beginning. The night I walked away, I found myself again. And if a story feels familiar, let remind you self-worth isn't something you wait for. You decide it. You guard it.